Hello and welcome to episode 32 of the Breaking Yarn podcast. My name is Mikaylee. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and this is my podcast where I talk about my knitting, my crocheting, and my yarn dyeing. You can find me online at breakingyarn.com or anywhere on social media at Breaking Yarn. Today I have a project half done, or a PhD. I have 2 whips. I have 2 finished objects from the community to share with you. And I have a few acquisitions. And then I also have my very first knit hat project that I found that I thought I would share with you as well. So let's start with that actually. I don't remember the yarn I used, but this was my first knit hat. And I did it in the round, my first time doing it in the round. This hat has tons of mistakes. Like when I look at it, I kind of cringe a little bit. But then I realized, but this was my first time doing it. And like, even though it's not perfect and there's like holes and like random yarn mistakes here, I don't know. Also, my ribbing has lots of mistakes in it as well. And at first I looked at it and was like, this thing is ugly. And like, it's not even like sewed up all the way in the center. It just has a lot of issues. But then I looked at it and I have a fondness for it because it was my very first knit hat. And I think my very first project that I ever knit in the round. So I'm very, I guess, sentimental towards this. And it just kind of shows you, see, like, you got like holes and stuff. I don't even know, like looking at some of them, I'm like, I don't even know what I did. Like one, I dropped a stitch. I don't even know what this is. Like, I don't even know what that is. It's just like crossed over and like sticking out. Like I slipped it several rounds or something. I don't know. I have this random little blip there. But I just have a certain amount of fondness for this. We all have to start somewhere. And it's not actually that bad considering like my first knit hat. I don't remember what the yarn is. Sorry. It's like a soft gray color, and the yarn is soft. And it doesn't really fit that well, to be honest. It's like kind of a rough, it's kind of a rough first hat. And I will be honest, I have not worn this probably at all. But anyways, I just found this and I thought I would share it with you guys as a little encouragement that even if it's not pretty, you have to start somewhere. Okay. Just making sure my mic goes on, because that would be awful. My first PhD, or project half done, is I have 1 sock done. This is the Meditation Socks by Sarah K. Knits. And I did this as a test knit, so the pattern is not out yet. But it has this nice texture that goes all the way down the front of the sock, and then 1x1 ribbing, slip stitch heel, and then I did something I've never done before on my socks. Is I actually striped the toe. I don't know if you can see that. I couldn't decide if I had wanted to do a pink toe or just finish in the green. And I had put a poll out online and they had said finish in the pink, but then I was still kind of torn, and it wasn't like complete like obvious that we should finish in the pink. So I just did striping. It's a little hard to tell because the colors do match pretty well. But I thought that was fun, and I might end up doing that on more of my socks that I finish in the future. And then I have, so then on my other part of it is a whip. And this is the second sock. I obviously finished the cuff and the leg, yeah. And then the heel I just finished, and I just finished the gusset decreases, and now I'm about 10 rounds or so into the foot. But that's my progress on the second one. This yarn is from Granite State Yarns, and this was her spring mystery box, and the colorway was exclusive to that box, and it's called Spring Meadow, which is really perfect with the green, and then there's a little bit of pinks and purples and blues and darker greens. I don't know why it's blowing out a little bit too much. And then the pink is a mini that came with the set called Pink Cosmos. So that's pretty perfect, and I hope to have these done by next episode for sure. Maybe even after this weekend I can have those done. I already turned in my notes on the project and some pattern suggestions to Sarah. So I have fulfilled my pattern testing requirements. But that's my finished sock, and I like how it turned out, and I can't wait to get the other one off the needles as well. And this one I'm keeping in a bag that has sleeves, and this is by Nicole of StitchedBelow. It's just a cute little drawstring bag, and she always puts a pocket on the inside of hers as well. Okay, so I have two other whips. One I'll go ahead and show you've seen before, but I've made some good progress on it. This is my Mist from Knit Graffiti. It's a 2-color brioche top, and I'm starting from the bottom. So I'm doing 2-color brioche in the round, and I'm loving how these two colors are playing together and how they look. Loving it. Like, this is gonna be so cute. Like, so cute. I can't wait to get this finished. But so far so good. I've only had a few minor mistakes in my brioche, and they're on the wrong side. So I'm not as concerned about fixing them. The right side looks good, and I don't have any funny errors or anything going across. For my yarns, I am using my sock fingering base, and this one is called Lily of the Valley. It's my white, and then my other color is Breaking Delphinium, and I'm just loving how they are working up together. So funny. Okay. Anyways, these are, the top is from Lesley of Knit Graffiti. I'm not sure if I said that, but this is the Mist. So I have a little bit left to go on the brioche portion, and then I'll start the top of the top. And I will link this book down below. This is the only way you can get the pattern as of right now. It's called Brioche Knitting for Beginners and Beyond. And I will put a link to Amazon down below for you in case you want to check out this book. There's tons of cool patterns in here. I can't wait to dig into the rest of them. So that's my Mist. Hopefully I'll be able to make a little bit more progress by next episode, but I'm loving the brioche. I love brioche so much. It's just one of those things that just makes me so happy. Okay, so I have one more whip, and you have not seen this yet. So it's a brand new whip, and I'm crocheting it. So don't laugh at me. I'm not as good of a crocheter as I am a knitter. So it's probably not perfect, but I have one panel done. This is going to be the Kima Cardi by Toni of TL Yarn Crafts. And I am, sorry, there's like ends hanging out, and that's what this is too, like an end, where I joined a new ball. But this is one front panel of a cardigan. And it's a long cardigan, so it goes to like my mid-thigh. And so this is one front panel. And it actually has ribbing. This is like ribbing here at the bottom. You can tell that it's going in a different direction, right? Like it's being crocheted like that instead of like this. But with this yarn, and I'll show you what I'm using in a second, you can't really tell the stitches, can you? Like when I was doing it, I'm like, you can't even tell. Like, can you? I mean, it's a free pattern, so I'm doing a half single crochet and a half double crochet, alternating, and you can't even tell. Like, makes no difference. It just makes a squishy, like a squishy furry texture, pattern, fabric. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It just makes, it looks all the same is what I'm trying to say. And so I'm using that to my advantage because I have made a few mistakes. But I think it'll be fine once it's all seamed together. Like, I don't think it'll really matter too much. So I have the first front panel done, and I am working currently on the second front panel. So that's how far I've come on that. So just did the ribbing and then like a few rows up here of the actual pattern. And I used 2.5-ish balls of the front panel. And I'm using this Fable Fur from Knit Picks. It's 100% polyester. And this colorway is called Lappin'. And this is really great. I got a comment last episode that this fur does not shed, which has been really nice. I didn't even think about that as being an issue, but it doesn't shed, so I'm not having any issues with that. There's 71 yards to 100 grams for each ball. I have 10 of these total, and I've already used almost 3 because this is my last third one, and it's like kind of almost gone. So I'm thinking my front panels will take 5, and I'm hoping, I need to look at the rest of the pattern, but I'm hoping the other 5 would be enough for 2 sleeves and the back panel. If not, I'm sure I can get some more of this, but I'm hoping that that's enough. This is a super bulky weight yarn, and the pattern calls for a bulky weight. I don't gauge swatch, like, I just go for it. I just go for it. And it was one of my goals this year to crochet a garment. And then I got this in my head that it would be amazing to have a very soft and furry cardigan around the house. Like, I get really cold during work and stuff. So I thought it would be fun to have a furry cardigan just to throw on when I get cold. So I'm using that as my motivation to complete my goal of crocheting a garment. I got some, I guess I can move into acquisitions. This was my last whip. I got some crochet hooks. I needed a 10 millimeter. don't know if you can, if it's gonna focus. An N10 millimeter crochet hook for this project. I didn't have one. Go figure. So I just ordered an entire set, and I have them all in this little barrel that my friend 3D printed for me. And they're just all in here. They're all different colors and all different sizes. So now I have an entire set of crochet hooks. And I got these on Amazon. I will link it down below as well in case you want to check these out. So far so good, really comfortable. I like having the cushion. Actually, it helps. Instead of holding a tiny little hook or whatever, you're holding a little bit more. So to me, it helps with my hands and my wrists and stuff. But so that's acquisition number 1. Acquisition number 2, I got this unicorn bag. It's a zipper bag, and it also has a handle. This is from Will of Spargur Yarn Co. And it's lined, of course. Nice dark purple there. Anytime I see unicorns, I just think of my daughter, and I have to get them. So, did I need this project bag? No. Did I like this project bag? Yes! And it was on sale. So normally this is $30 bag, but I actually got it for $15 because Will was doing a sale on his embroidered bags. So I picked up that one. I picked up one more, but I'm not going to show it to you because it'll probably end up being a gift at some point. I also got a project bag for the first time from the Knitted Soiree. Knitted Soiree. Soiree? Why am I having a hard time with that word? I don't know. But it's so cute. It has black and white polka dots, which I love. It has mint green as the background, which I love. And it has cute little llamas, which I love. Oh, and the inside is a white and black polka dot, which I love. And yes, I'm very excited to use this bag. Did I need another project bag? No. Did I see this and want to support a small business? Yes. So that's just where I'm at. It also has a ring on the inside, and she put in some stitch markers, which is a cute little touch. I think her name is Jenny, so thank you so much. I love your bag, and I can't wait to use it. It's so cute. Little llamas. Okay, that's all for acquisitions. I do have one thing for a shop update. Right now in the shop, I have kits for the Emmeline shawl. This is a design from Charlotte of Charnet. She put together this gorgeous spring-like shawl that has lace patterns. There's 2 different lace patterns, and you repeat the colors. It takes 2 skeins of yarn, and so I have kits in the shop right now. They're gonna be going away soon, so make sure if you are interested in those, you head on over to the shop and grab one. It includes 2 skeins of my quarter round fingering base, and then the pattern comes for free with the kit. The kit is $52. It's the cost of 2 skeins. Over $50 in the US gets you free shipping, so you don't have to worry about that, and then you get the pattern for free. Charlotte was so kind and generous and allows me to give out the pattern with the yarn purchases. If you don't like any of the kits that I have put together, or you just have a different combination in your mind, you can purchase any 2 skeins of the quarter round fingering and I will send you the pattern. So if you're interested in that, go and check those out because, like I said, they won't be there for long. They will be going away. She made the pattern for the local yarn store day. That's at the end of this month. So local yarn stores have the ability to participate in getting the pattern for free, and they can give that out to their customers. If they've purchased 2 skeins or more, then they can get that pattern for free, which is such a generous thing to do. So that's how that works. I have 2 finished objects from the community to share with you today. The first one, I shared it on my Instagram on Friday, but it is the Frida. It's an ear warmer pattern, a free pattern on Ravelry, and it's by designer Emily Lewis. And then Dana knit this out of Jessie Pinkman and Mohair out of Natural Mohair, so it wasn't dyed. And I just love how it turned out. She made this because her kids are in baseball, and actually red and black are her kids' school colors, which is really exciting. And she lives in Ohio, so she knit this for those early springtime baseball games, which can get a little cold. Even here in Albuquerque, it's just really windy, and then the wind makes it cold in the spring. So I can imagine that in other places that may be the case as well. But this ear warmer is so cute. It turned out so cute. So I wanted to share it with you today. It's out of Jessie Pinkman fingering weight and Natural Mohair. Thank you, Dana, for allowing me to share that. And then also I have another one. This is by Mikaylee of Slip Slip Sis. These are the vanilla socks on DK. This is a pattern by Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady, and she knit these in 1 weekend out of Breaking Violet, which was so impressive to me. I know they're DK weight socks and they do go a little faster, but still a pair of socks in a weekend, meaning 2 days. She knit 2 socks. That is incredible. Well done, Mikaylee. Well done. But Mikaylee and her sister Gabs, they have a podcast here on YouTube as well. It's called Slip Slip Sis, so make sure you check that out. They don't live in the same area, so sometimes they're together for the podcast and sometimes they're apart for the podcast, but it's a great one. You should check it out. That feels really quick, down and dirty with all my whips and all the things that I'm working on. But I appreciate you. Please subscribe if you're new here, or if you haven't subscribed yet and you're not new here, please do that. Hit the notification bell in case you want to be notified anytime I put out a new video. I do have some other videos planned and I can't wait to get those out to show you. So thank you for joining me for episode 32 of the Breaking Yarn podcast. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!